What's going on? This is David Whitney with Alpha Hawk Fitness. All right, today we're talking about supplements. And what supplements do you need? Well, first of all, you don't need any supplements. You can see gains with no supplements at all, but supplements will help. And we're going to talk about the best ones, the ones I think are kind of mandatory, or, you know, if you're going to list them as of importance, the ones I would list at the top. Now, first of all, supplements, their name, supplements, is there to supplement what you're missing in your diet. So if you're already getting this stuff, you can get it in your diet. So if you're getting it that way, you don't need the supplements. But these are the things I think are most commonly lacking in our diets. First of all, protein powder. Now, you should be getting at least 0.7 grams per pound of body weight of protein a day. To me, that's hard to get. I know a lot of people will say like, oh, I don't need protein powder. I eat a lot of protein. Well, you should try to track it and see exactly how much you're eating. If you eat a lot of meat throughout the day, then maybe you are getting enough. And here's another thing to think about too. Let's say you eat a pound of steak, and that's 80 grams right there. And then at another point in the day, you get like another 40 grams, and you hit your protein for the day. But what you might not be realizing is, even though you got the total amount of protein you needed, there's a whole lot of time throughout the day where you're not getting protein into your system. And if you were to have a protein shake during one of these long periods of time without protein, you would initiate muscle protein synthesis, and you would still be building muscle even though you got a bunch of protein in earlier. All right, so that, like I said, number one is protein powder. Number two, I think second most important is, I was gonna say creatine, but I don't think creatine is number two. I should have wrote these down. All right, we'll say creatine next, because creatine is one of the only other supplements. Oh, I've just remembered what it was. I'm sorry. Bear with me here. I should have had notes prepared. I think the second most important supplement is caffeine, because caffeine, it definitely can affect your workout. It can help you push a lot harder while you're in the gym. Here's the only problem though. It's been shown through studies that if you have caffeine constantly, your body will adapt to that. You'll grow a tolerance for it. And you'll need caffeine just to feel at your normal energy levels. So what I do is, I only have caffeine maybe 3, maybe the most 4 times a week. So that way I'm giving myself periods with no caffeine, so my body goes back down to baseline. And then when I get the caffeine, I get a good stimulus from it. So pre-workouts, pre-workouts are good. Some of them are packed with crazy amounts of stims and will get you a little too fried out. Either way, just try to use them in moderation. So like I said, so you don't, your body doesn't adapt to them and you don't get any of the benefits from them. But let me just tell you a quick story. I went months without any caffeine. I wanted to just do it all natural. It took a long time for my body to adapt to get into the gym and feel good working out with no caffeine at all. Then I went through a period where I was like stressed out. I wasn't getting any sleep. I was sleeping like 4 hours a night for like a week straight. And I'm the type of guy, I need at least 8 hours to feel good. So at first I wasn't going to the gym. Then I dragged myself to the gym because it had been like a week of getting no sleep. I said, yo, I don't want to miss the gym for more than a week. I hadn't had any caffeine in like 3 months. But at this point, I was like, you know what? I was going to run 5 miles on the treadmill. I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to do this 5-mile run the way I'm feeling right now. I haven't been sleeping at all. So I bought a little generic 5-hour energy. And when I was drinking caffeine, that would have been nothing. Now, bear in mind, I had got about 4 hours of sleep every night for the past week. I didn't even think I was going to be able to finish the 5 miles. I took this little tiny generic 5-hour energy, and just because I went 3 months and my system was so not used to having any caffeine, I not only finished the 5-mile run, I set a new record that I never was able to accomplish when I was in my healthiest, well-rested state. Even before, when I was drinking caffeine, but after going all that long without any caffeine, that boost, it made such a difference. And right there I said, you know what, I'm going to be using caffeine from now on. So that's number 2, I would say, in supplements. Number 3 is creatine. Like I was saying earlier, creatine is one of the only supplements that's been shown to really help with 2 things. One, It helps with strength. It gives your body the ATP. That's a type of energy source that we could use while we're working out. And number two, it fills our muscles up, makes our muscles fuller. So when our muscles become bigger, so a lot of people say, well, creatine causes water weight. But this is the thing. It's not a subcutaneous water weight. It's not a water weight that makes us look fat. It's a water weight that's intramuscular. It's inside our muscles. Our muscles are made up of mostly water. So it's not a bad thing for them to get full with water. It makes them appear fuller, a little bigger. So it gives us a better aesthetic look. And it makes them stronger, because a bigger muscle is going to be a stronger muscle. The more weight you have, the more sturdy your base is that you're pushing off of when you're lifting weights. So it's going to let you lift more weight, which is going to allow you to get stronger. So protein powder, caffeine, creatine, and number four is something that's not just for muscle building, but something that's for overall health, and it's something that our diets are usually lacking, and that's fish oil. Omega-3 fish oil is something I take a teaspoonful of every day. And I'm not going to list all the benefits because this video will end up being like 20 minutes long. But I have a video on the muscle protein synthesis benefits of fish oil if you want to go back and look for that. All right, I'm trying to keep this video short and informative. Check out past videos. Stay tuned for future videos. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. All right, guys, until next time.